Happy holidays, everybody. So I was thinking of doing a video about playing over a chord progression where the licks you play follow the chords, and the chord progression is Hey Joe, covered by Jimi Hendrix. And it's a simple chord progression. It's just C to G to D, A to E, or C to G to D. But the thing is, even playing on one chord, there's a million approaches for playing on one chord. Everything from what scales to play, single note scales, to playing triads, to playing thirds, pairs of notes, thirds and sixths. And, it just dawned on me, like, this is a massive thing to do. So let's just start with something simple, relatively simple, which is if you played major pentatonic scales for each chord. So if you had C major pentatonic, and then you had G major pentatonic, D major pentatonic, A major pentatonic, E major pentatonic. So even that, memorizing that, can be a lot to do if you don't know it. But I'm going to play something over this backing track. It's something I had done for the Hendrix Signature Licks book. And it's just licks based on major pentatonic for each chord. So here we go. So, went by fast, as you could see. So I went for C, and then G, A. So A, I was purposely ending with that sixth. So I could go into these double stops based on sixths and fifths. Let's do another one doing the same approach. We have C major pentatonic and G, D, A, and E major pentatonic for each chord. So we'll just try it and see what comes out. Here we go. So at the end there, I use six using bends just as a way to finish off the lick. So another thing you can do is just play the triads. And if you memorize your triads for each chord, like on each string group, it's a lot of work. But if you have C to G to D to A to E, and you could connect the triads like really simply. If you had C major triad, let's say those two, and then G, and do the same thing with D and A. So that would be like this. So you can see it's kind of cool. Different directions. That's just on the D, G, and B string. So there's a lot right there with that. Let's say you wanted to use major hexatonic. So hexatonic just adds the fourth, and we're going to use that for playing thirds. Learning major hexatonic for all of those chords, you have your work cut out for you. C, G, D, A, E. But let's mess around with that and see what we come up with over the track. So here we go. It's just a few different approaches. You know, you could do your triads all over the place. You know, there's 100 of them. Or these different licks. You'll never run out of stuff to do. So learn your scales that relate to each one of these chords. Learn your thirds based on major pentatonic, major hexatonic, Mixolydian mode, the major scale. You'll never run out of things to do to make your solo sound interesting. So happy holidays, and we'll see you later.